What's up, weekenders? I'm Corbin and welcome to my channel, and today I got something pretty cool to show you guys. My friends over at Ultimate9 sent out the evcX throttle controller that I'm going to be installing on my 6th gen Ford Bronco, so let's go check it out. And all right, let's jump straight into this unboxing here. And this is where you would normally find your evcX throttle controller, but I've actually been using it for the past few days. I really wanted to test it out before I gave an honest review. And so you can tell I've actually already mounted it to a little ram ball, and we'll get more into that as the video goes on. But let's continue this unboxing here. So as we pull it apart, you're gonna find yourself a little quick start guide so you can figure out how to actually use this thing. A little carrying case. This ain't actually come in handy because you can actually set the throttle controller to the setting that you like the best, and just go ahead and unplug it, and you'll be able to throw the throttle controller into this nice little soft pouch, and you can throw it in your center console wherever you want to keep it without worrying about damaging this guy. Moving on, we have the wiring harness. Now this is completely plug and play, so they make this for a wide variety of vehicles. Even if it's not a Ford Bronco like mine, chances are they make this for your vehicle. Basically, you're just going to unplug your throttle, plug one side into the throttle, and then plug the other side of this into your factory harness, and it splices right in. Super simple. It's got a pretty long lead, so you can mount this wherever you need to in your vehicle, and it is USB-C. Which is pretty cool to see. So super nice harness. I think it looks pretty good. And then you got a couple of little things in here like zip ties, stickers, just so you can do a little cable management, and that's about it. So let's go ahead and look at the throttle controller. All right, so looking at the throttle controller itself, the first thing you're going to notice is how small it is. I actually like that. You're going to be able to mount it in more places inside your vehicle without it looking bulky and ugly and just taking up too much room. Some of the other throttle controllers out there, they don't look great or eye-catching in my opinion, and I think this looks really good. It's made out of metal, so it feels really nice. The buttons feel really nice. The screen is OLED, so it's nice and bright and crisp. It actually has USB-C ports on either side, so depending on how you want to mount this in your vehicle, you can have the cable come out of either side. I think that's a super cool feature. They include a little rubber filler so you can plug the hole that you're not using, and they come pre-installed with adhesive backs to them, so you can go ahead and just stick it to whatever surface you want to. You can tell I already took advantage of that by mounting this little ram ball to it. But now that we've checked this out, let's go throw the wiring harness on and get this thing going so we can talk about some of the features that you're going to get with this guy. All right, so this may be kind of hard to see, but moving up underneath near your pedal, from your gas pedal, you're going to see your gas pedal box, which is going to be this guy right here, and there's going to be one cable coming out of it. So all you're going to do is go ahead and pull the little tab up on that cable and just pull out the cable, and then you're going to be able to go ahead and install the other harness. So before I go ahead and install that, so this side of the plug that has the same clip that was on the factory harness is going to go into the pedal box, and then this is going to go into that harness that we just took off, and then you're pretty much good to go after that. So let's go ahead and try to get this installed. So before you actually go ahead and install that harness, they do suggest that you wait 10 minutes before you plug in that harness. This way it makes sure that there's no power going to your pedal so that you don't potentially throw any fault codes or anything like that. But once you go ahead and get that spliced in, it's pretty much up to you at this point where you want to route your cable to wherever you're going to mount your throttle controller itself. So I'm just going to kind of route mine up through the dash and up to my ram mount that I have up here on the dash, because that's where I'm going to have my throttle controller. And so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then we can talk about some of the features that this guy actually has. All right, so it's going to be hard to see because my camera doesn't want to cooperate with that OLED screen, but just know that there is a screen on here that shows you everything that you need to know. So different modes that you're in, different intensities for those modes, whether your throttle is locked, unlocked, and if you're actually connected to Bluetooth. Yes, this thing, it does have Bluetooth and it can connect to your phone. So to do that, you're just gonna have to connect the device. You'll put your both fingers on each button on the throttle controller. Your left side is going to be your mode button, and then your right side is going to be your select button. But you'll hold both those down. It'll shoot you out a code, so that's going to be my code, and then you'll be able to go ahead and just simply connect to your throttle device. And then from here you have all your different modes. So being the most intense is going to be your Ultimate9 mode. I've played with this mode a little bit already, and let me tell you what, it's definitely ultimate. I mean, it's pretty much instant throttle, all the power instantly. Definitely gonna get some wheel spin with that. But it's a pretty fun mode to play with. And then you're also gonna have your ultimate modes that you can actually select what level of intensity you want. So all the way down to 1 through 9, you'll actually be able to fine tune your throttle based off of that. They also have a launch mode. That's gonna give you the best launch that you can possibly get without wheel spin. Pretty cool mode. I play with that a little bit. Adapt. So this mode is gonna really adapt to what your throttle is doing and how you use your throttle. Pretty cool that it can do that. Eco mode, pretty self-explanatory. It's gonna be an economy mode, so it's really gonna suppress that throttle and make it nice and smooth so you can burn less fuel. Anti-slip. Now this is a cool mode that's going to be useful for off-road. So you'll be able to set this to different levels, and it's going to suppress the sharp movements in your throttle to keep your tires from spinning. This could be really helpful when rock crawling or going over really slick, muddy terrain. I think this one's going to be super useful off-road. Factory, if you want to go back to your factory mode. Valet, if you want to use valet. You know, it's really gonna chop that throttle down so that they can't do anything crazy with your vehicle. And then a really cool feature is it actually has a lock and unlock mode. So what you're gonna be able to do with that is actually lock your throttle. So you're actually gonna be able to lock your throttle so that you cannot use your throttle. So as you can see, my vehicle is started and I'm getting no throttle right now. And we're gonna go ahead and unlock it. And now I'm gonna have access to my throttle. So that's pretty cool. So what you'll be able to do with that is you'll be able to lock your throttle and take the device with you in your phone or whatever, and you'll be able to lock your throttle completely. It's almost another step of vehicle security, and I think it's a really cool feature. But all these combined, I mean, it gives you a ton of options to play with, and I think it's really cool. And all right, that's pretty much gonna do it for the evcX throttle controller from Ultimate9. Now, I think this is gonna be a great solution that's gonna give you a little bit more throttle response and feel like you're getting a little bit more power out of your vehicle without having to reflash a tune or the ECU or anything like that. And I'm also super excited to try it off-road and see what kind of gains we can get out of it once we get out in the dirt. I think it's gonna work super well. And hey, if you also think this is really cool, go check out their website. And Ultimate9 was also kind enough to give me a code to share with you guys so that you guys can save 10% off of anything on their website. The code is gonna be WW10. Go ahead, just throw that in, save yourself 10%. Go check out their website. They got some really cool stuff. But nonetheless, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll check you guys at the next waypoint.